formulas. Alright, so if you say you want to learn trigonometry and you want to learn the basics of trigonometry and how to understand reduction formulas, co-ratios, compound angles, and anything that has to do with trigonometry, please stay tuned until the end of this video. Okay, let's do the first question. On your right hand side of your screen, we're given a question that says sine of 31 degrees is equals to a. Right, so basically the first thing that you do in this type of questions is to draw a right angle triangle. Right, so this is my right angle triangle. It's not to scale, guys. I'm using freehand to draw the triangle. So, and we issued that sine 31 degrees is equals to a. Right, so we can assume that this angle here in this corner is gonna be 31 degrees. Right, and also this side is gonna be a, because because it's sine 31 is equals to a, meaning that our hypotenuse has to be 1. Right, because our opposite is gonna be the numerator. To make it a, the denominator has to be 1. Right, so basically we have the vertical axis, and we also have the hypotenuse. Now we do not have the adjacent side, or the horizontal axis, which is the x-axis. So basically how you gonna go about that is that you're gonna use Pythagoras. Right, so we're gonna use Pythagoras theorem to be able to manipulate to get our vertical side. Right, so the Pythagoras says r squared is equals to x squared plus y squared. Right, so basically in this question it's gonna say, since you know that our hypotenuse is 1, it's gonna be 1 squared is equals to, and you know our vertical side, you do not know it, and also our horizontal side is a squared, is a. Right, so it's gonna be it's gonna be a squared. So what you need to do to get our x is to is gonna say x squared is gonna be equals to x squared is equals to 1 minus a squared. Right, since we are looking for the value of x, which is our vertical side, we're gonna square root the whole x, because you're looking for the value of x, not for the value of x squared. So x is gonna be equals to the square root of 1 minus a squared. Right, so this is the basic side, which is the basics of Pythagoras theorem. There isn't anything complicated into Pythagoras. Right, so now once you have received or known your side, that is gonna be that your vertical side is a minus 1 minus a squared. Now we need to come back to the question. Right, the question now says, now write each of the following expressions in terms of a. Right, a says we need to find the value of sine 149 degrees. Alright, so now we need to find the value of sine 149 degrees. So sine of 149 degrees is equals to what? It's gonna be equals to, because you know that this angle is big, it's gonna be sine 180 minus 31 degrees. Right, so basically we need to reduce this angle to be able to get the desired angle. Alright, so how do you reduce that? You know that sine of 180 minus an angle is equals to what? Is equals to sine of that angle, to sine 31. Alright, so which means it's a, because sine of 131 we issued that in the first scenario is a. Alright, so let's go on to the second question. Number B says it says that cos of 1 minus 59 degrees. Cos of minus 59 degrees. So cos of minus an angle by trigonometric ratios is equals to what? Is equals to cos of that angle. Yeah, cos of a negative angle is cos of is cos of that angle, which means it's cos of positive of that same angle, right? So now the question says, now we need to find this, we express this in terms of a, right? So cos 59 degrees, right? We do not know 59 degrees. We know that we have the sums of the angle in a triangle are 180 degrees, right? So if you add 31 plus 90, you're gonna get what? You're gonna get 121. And then you proceed to say, because you know that the sums of the angle in a triangle are 180, can I say 181 minus 121? You're gonna get the angle, which is the upper angle, as what? As 59 degrees. You see, you can get the upper angle as 59 degrees. Now we are asked that to find the cos of what? To find the cos of 59 degrees. And cos of 59 degrees is gonna be what? Is gonna be a. Why am I saying cos of 59 degrees is a? Because in here, in this instance, this is what? This is 59 degrees, and the adjacent side to 59 degrees is gonna be what? It's gonna be this a. It's gonna be this a, right? It's gonna be this a, and then the opposite side is gonna be this side. So it's gonna be a over 1. It's gonna be a over 1, which is, it's gonna be a over 1, which is a, basically, right? So yeah, so third question, which is number C. So yeah, guys, trigonometry is not that hard. Basically maths is not hard, you just have to practice, that's all. You just have to find time for it. Even if it's 1 hour per day, that's enough, because you're just you are emphasizing, or you are solidifying your information, the knowledge that you have. That's basically it. Anything that you want to master, you need to make sure that you practice it. It's more like playing soccer. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't become one of the best soccer players in the world overnight. He had to practice in a way that this skill that he has created, or he has crafted, it became automatic to him. He could see things that other people did not see. Yeah, you see, not literally, but yeah, like the skill and also the perfection. That's also the same thing that applies to mathematics. The more you practice, or you understand the concept, or you try to do questions that are related to the content that you do not understand, the more you're gonna get familiar with the questions, and the more you're gonna be able to solve them. And the more you solve them, the better it is, and the more confidence you have, basically, on answering these questions. So let's get back to the question. The number C, which is cos 329. Number C says cos 329. Cos 329. Alright. So we know that cos 360 minus 329 is gonna be what? It's gonna be 31. So we need to reduce this this angle to what? To cos 360 minus 31 degrees, because we know that if we say 360 minus 31 degrees, we're gonna get back to what? To 329, basically, right? So it's gonna be what? So cos of 360 minus that, or minus an angle, it's gonna be cos of that angle, because on the fourth quadrant the cos cofunction is what? It's positive. So cos of 31, it's gonna be what? So let's get back to our triangle. So we said here in this instance, cos of what? Cos of 31 degrees. So 31 degrees adjacent to what? Adjacent to this side and opposite to 1. So it's gonna be what? It's gonna be the square root of 1 minus a squared. So the answer is square root. So the answer is square root of 1 minus a squared. So number D. So number D, question D says question D says 10 211 degrees multiplied by cos 211 degrees. So the answer is gonna be what? Now you need to simplify this 10, right? When you simplify this 10, you know that it's gonna be what? Sine 211 over cos 211, right? So now these are multiplying. So cos 211 degrees. So now you see that this is the denominator, this is the numerator, and there's a multiplication expression sign in between them, meaning that you can cancel them each other out, right? But if there was another operation here, either addition or subtraction, you wouldn't be able to cross multiply them. You wouldn't be able to cross cross them. Yes, you wouldn't be able to cross multiply them because what? There's a different operation sign as to the multiplication sign. You understand? So yeah, that's how easy it is. So now what you do now is just you take the sign down, because this is gonna be over 1. Alright. So now we need to reduce this. So now when you reduce this, you're gonna reduce it to what? To an angle that is gonna be fit for it. So when you reduce it, it's gonna be what? It's gonna be 180 plus 31 degrees. Because if you add this, you're gonna get back to 211 degrees basically. Alright. So the answer is gonna be what? It's gonna be sine. So sine of 180 plus an angle is gonna be minus sine of that angle as by the co-ratios. So minus of that, or minus sine 31, we issued that in the first scenario that sine of 31 is equals to a. Now minus sine of 31 is gonna be equals to what? It's gonna be minus a basically. Alright, it's gonna be minus a. So yeah, we're done with this question number D. Let's move forward to the last question. Let's move forward to our last question. Our last question is E. Guys, there isn't anything hard here. Everyone can pass mathematics with flying colors, with beautiful colors, as long as you can apply your mind and be patient in the process, because you cannot all learn this in 1 day or in 3 days. It's a step-by-step process. You understand? It's a step-by-step process, and you don't have to rush it. You don't have to rush it. As long as you each and every day you say, no, I'm gonna be doing maybe mathematics for an hour or an hour and a half. You see, at least you're gonna be getting ahead, and each and every question that you do, or each and every problem that you encounter, is gonna be what can I say? It's gonna be a practice path for you to be able to see what type of questions come in these questions, and also how to be able to solve them. You see, because some textbooks have worked answers in the back, right? So if you have worked answers in the back, you can be able to simply see where you went wrong, and also you can ask your teacher for any clarifications that you want, or else you can comment in this video if you want any clarifications on any of the questions that I've done. You understand? Because yeah, guys, maths is not hard. It's not that it's a maths is for people that are smart or anything. Alright, maths is more like maths even harder. Math is not even like easier than literature, to be honest, because English you need to read many paragraphs. Now let me get back to the content and not say something that is irrelevant. So basically the last question says 1031. Right, so 1031, what you're gonna do here is you're gonna simplify it to sine 31 over cos 31. Right, so when you simplify these two things, it's gonna be what? usine 31 no over cos 31 ngubani kanene? So usine 31 bese unikiwe uba ngu-a, usine 31 bese unikiwe uba ngu-a, okay, ngu-a ane, and then ucos 31 yena ngubani? Ucos 31 sixa sibuyela kwenoni kwi-triangle yethu cos 31 it's because let's see, it's adjacent of a hypotenuse. So cos 31 it's what? It's square root of 1 minus a squared. So it's gonna be what? Square root, let me write with the correct pen. So yeah guys, as I've said, as long as you practice, you're gonna be good to go. So square root of 1 minus a squared. So basically this is our e. So yeah guys, as long as you practice maths every day and you ask questions in class and you maybe watch relevant YouTube videos, you see, then you're gonna get good at mathematics. So either you're doing grade 11 or grade 12, but I would advise for grade 12s to practice more grade 11 mathematics. Like, I'm not saying that grade 12 mathematics is not important, but grade 11 mathematics like forms the fundamental foundation for you to be able to understand grade 12 concepts, you see. So if you do not understand grade 11 mathematics, like, it's gonna be hard for you to be able to grasp the content in grade 12, you see. So that's why I'm saying that as long as you understand grade 11, then grade 12 won't be a hassle for you see. Like, I for myself, I'm not very smart in mathematics. Like, I used to fail maths also in high school and everything of that sort, but one thing that made me to pass maths in metric was the fact that I was serious in grade 11, you see. So the work that I've did in grade 11 in combined helped me to pass grade 12 in mathematics, you see. So yeah guys, please like and share the video and comment if you have any comments, and yeah, thank you very much for watching.